See the way I start off episode 6 of the Rare Variety podcast fully sweating in a wool knit sweater and fuzzy dinosaur slippers because I care for my appearance and care what you guys think and also maybe want to be a little bit funny. Very mindful, very demure. Leave me alone with that word, honestly. You guys had your fun with it. I was gone the entirety of the week it was trending, so it's my turn now and I need everyone to shove off. Um, Speaking of demure and mindful, let's demurely debrief. Oh, that was good. Let's demurely debrief my Alaska trip. So, it was originally supposed to be three places in Alaska. However, we went to Ketchikan, Juneau, and Skagway, and then from Skagway we crossed the Canadian border for a few hours. So technically, we also went to Canada for like half a day. And I do want to say that Juneau was definitely the most memorable because we took a private, it wasn't fully private, it was like four other people. So we took a helicopter to a glacier to dog sled with huskies. And okay, that sounds a little bit animal cruelty, bad vibes, but I without a doubt say, guys, these dogs aren't treated even half horrible. Like, they're treated so well. Also, with the amount of money people are paying to get this kind of tour, get this kind of experience, they're definitely fed very, very well. They're cleaned, um, groomed, did I say fed? And they're not aggressive whatsoever or look sad or are tired during the sledding part of it. So, with that, if that's a sensitive topic for you, you might not want to like continue watching this, but I do want to say it was definitely a once in a lifetime experience that I think everyone should go through at least once in their life because I'm getting to play with the puppies afterwards and they're so nice and so sweet, and I'm not a dog person, but I just loved every second of it. Um in Ketchikan, we took ATVs and it was like supposed to be a hiking situation, but we took the ATV carts instead. I loved it because I got to drive and I missed driving in LA, but it was an ATV plus hiking kind of tour combination, and we got to eat the best deer hot dogs with chili afterwards. Maybe also sounds a little strange because I don't think anyone has eaten deer, but it tastes exactly the same as a Costco dog. Um, it was so great. Back to Juneau. Honestly, like I can't even decide what I like more, the helicopter or the dog sledding itself and getting to know the dogs. Like it I hate to just pick one, but honestly, like the helicopter was kind of crazy for me a little bit. Like it felt like too much of a fever dream. The dogs, the dog sledding felt more grounded and like quite literally because we were like on on planet Earth. On the helicopter, we technically weren't on the ground, so um, I thought I would be really scared because I have a really irrational fear of heights, but I was really chilling and I got to be co-pilot, so me and the pilot were like flirting a little bit, I got Gabe. He's low-key a dilf though. Okay, I'm not gonna touch too much on that, but um, and we got to feed the little puppies. It was so, guys. I want everyone to experience it. Um, I'm gonna put out a whole vlog, which like 70-75% of it is from the dog sledding. Um, and in Oh, and after that, after the tour, we went to eat local fish tacos and crepes. And there's like, I think like 5 or 10 minutes of that on in the vlog as well. As I'm like really diving into like explaining the fish taco. Crepes were not so good. But anyway, I'm not gonna spoil too much. Watch the vlog when it's out. It is about 20 to 25 minutes, I believe. And Skagway, I can't really say much about Skagway because we didn't book a tour that in advance. We only booked for Ketchikan and Juneau, but Skagway we just got a last minute one when we got off the ship, and it was I literally lost my train of thought. Oh, we took the train from Skagway to Canada. Um, yes, I was in Canada, I was at the Canadian border only for like half a day. But I did sleep pretty much all of that tour because of the festivities the night before. Okay, she's a poet. Um, and I do have content. Fear not. It's obviously towards the end of the vlog. There's not like much. There's just enough of the train ride, but um, and then in Canada we took a random. Basically, this random guy drove us on his it's like a tandem bike situation, but you sit in the back, like there's full on seats. And so this guy took us on like a historic tour around Canada and the Express Hotel where the Queen stayed, or whoever stayed at the Express Hotel. I don't know. I wasn't really listening because I was trying to film, really trying to lock in after that 4 hour nap. Um, and the Express, obviously, like all the like chocolate factories, Chinatown. It felt like I was in like 10 different places at once because I was in 3 cities in Alaska, Canada, and Chinatown. And like I got Chicago vibes a little bit. It was very like off-putting. Um but yeah, so basically Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, Canada. 4 places. Of course, the most fun happened off camera on the ship because, if you've ever been on a cruise, the one thing that you have to have on a cruise is the drink package. And for legal reasons, I am of age. But I was looking kind of bored on the first few, like 2 nights, because as it turns out, obviously it was obviously it was end of August, so it was surprisingly, not surprisingly, mostly seniors, like 80 plus people on this cruise, um, which was in itself a little bit disgusting because I had to share hot tubs with these like deteriorating bones, quite literally. But that soon changed. First night, me and my mom did drunk karaoke, which is also in the vlog. But let me not spoil too much. And on like the third day, I believe, my mom went to a morning like stretch whatever class at the gym, and she met this other mom and her daughter. And basic my mom loves, if anything you need to know about my mom, she loves to yap. Where do I get it from? She loves to yap, she loves to small talk. And so she obviously starts up a conversation with these two and is like, how old is your daughter? And obviously we like end up meeting up, and they're British, and it's like the biggest culture shock. But um the nicest British people I've ever actually met, I think, in my life. And they're gonna see this, so hey. And so it was this mom, her daughter, and her 2 other boy siblings. And then it was another group of siblings, which was just I think two guys, and one of them had a sister, and the other one was like the friend of the younger. Anyways, whatever. It was just these two siblings that are guys, and this one girl, and me, and her two siblings that are also guys. So four guys in total. I don't know how much of this I should be telling, but on a certain night, I hung out with the two siblings not related to the girl. I hung out with one of the siblings, um, from the boy duo, and we were supposed to hang out like the four of us, but I don't know. We hung out one on one, which is why the hell would I do that? Why in the hell? It wasn't anything bad. It was just more so like really cringe and embarrassing, but I just kind of we just went to like the top deck and like we're watching a movie and like enjoying the drink package that I bought, and then just bro kind of left. And if you want details, I'm gonna probably put it on a separate page because I don't want to expose anyone. But I genuinely like I get the ick from men all the times, but I've never experienced anything like this. Like I'm gonna like I'm gonna pay $200 for this drink package, and you're just gonna thanks. Gotta go. Um, okay. I feel like a lot of people could make their own assumptions about what I mean, but there's more to the story. Um, the trio of siblings were great, no complaints towards them. I know they're gonna watch this. And on the last night was kind of weird. Maybe for a separate page as well, but a lot of serious tweaking going on. You guys are grown. You should not be tweaking out. You should not be crashing out, okay? Especially on a cruise. So, a little bit weird vibes. A little bit strange and odd. But overall, I give the cruise a 9 out of 10. Um, and the food, oh my god, there's so much food everywhere. Anyways, um, speaking of weird energy, like weird, strange people, I don't know what it is. Is it the retrograde? I've never been really like, I'm kind of big on zodiacs. I know she's so annoying, but I've never really like experienced every Mercury retrograde. I get like tarot card readings on my For You page, and they're like, your ex will come back. I guess it's partially true, but I've never been like fully affected besides that. No, besides that, like a boy with brown hair and blue eyes is thinking about you. Until I think this is my first retrograde where I'm genuinely like losing my mind. So I got back like about a week ago, and obviously I drove like the first couple of days restocking on. I had to restock on so much of my stuff because I ran out of all my makeup, all my skincare on the ship. But I I like to pan out my drives per se. Like when I go to do errands, I try to do them once every like 2 3 days. So basically, yesterday was my like third time in my car after coming back from this. It was kind of a long time to not be in your car, and I was driving, and obviously, and I noticed that the roads are genuinely narrowing. Like the government or whoever is narrowing the roads, like making one lane on the entire street. There used to be like 4 lanes where I was driving yesterday. Now there's 2. including the bike lane is the second one. So I was like, what the hell is this? Like weird vibes, weird energy. And I start researching it, and apparently they're trying to make it like electric bike walkable city bike electric bike friendly. What did I just say? They're trying to make it and electric bike safe and walkable. They're trying to make LA walkable. What are you doing? And I had to, it was just, there were so many accidents, and I genuinely started losing it. I had to drop all my errands. I had to go home. I did stuff for Starbucks though because I needed to know that I was awake. It was just such an off vibe, and it's been like that for the past like 3 or 4 days. I've just been energetically, you know? And driving obviously makes it worse. Maybe for some people that's maybe for some people that's an everyday thing, but it I almost got sent into a coma, guys. So I guess coming off the ship and like literally the night before we got off the ship, weird things were happening and they've been happening ever since. And I'm just energetically like so yeah, shout out LA roads for really confirming that I'm not just a crackhead, but I'm maybe experiencing some sort of shift shift into the 5D world. This is for another episode, but I do want to do an episode where I talk about like I think all of my friends are hopefully like woke enough for this kind of conversation, but these changes are crazy. Um but yeah. So weird and fun 8 days, 3 really off-putting days, get off the ship, am off-putting because I'm fat, more weird energy is basically where I'm at. I did go back to work like the second day I got back, but that's not really anything interesting. Um, I guess that's where I'm gonna. What are we at? 17 minutes. I think that's okay. I think that's okay for a episode after a 2 week long vacation. Um, I don't think there's anything I missed. I think that's just where we're at. Um, please stay tuned for the vlog. Hopefully it's out like shortly after this because I'm gonna try and edit it after I upload this. Let me know what other topics you genuinely want to hear about, and I will see you on episode 7. We're getting so close to 10 episodes. I can't believe I'm doing this consistently. But yeah, let me know if there's anything specific that I should yap about, and I will see you guys on episode 7 next week. Love you all. Ciao.